It's Rebecca at Design and Adorn, and I am so excited. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Oh, the book's here. The book's here. The book is here. Yay! Woo! Oh, yes. Yes. I am so excited. So super happy about the book. Bidakumi Himajori. This is my third book. It is here, finally. Haha. In my hand at long last. So, yeah, what does that mean for you? Since we're not having we're obviously not having a party. What that means is that if you pre-ordered your book for pickup at the store, if you pre-ordered your book to pick it up at the party, then you can schedule an appointment to pick up your book. You should have gotten an email today. If you haven't gotten an email yet, then just check your email. Everybody who pre-ordered a book for pickup at store book launch party pickup, you got an email letting you know how you can schedule your pickup. The showroom is closed for everyone's safety, so you won't be coming in. But in that email, you will find a link, and it's super easy. You just click the link, and then you'll see all of the available times, and you just select your time. And when you get here, you are going to see our store with our newly painted windows, and there'll be a little folding table out front. And on the folding table will be a little paper bag with your book in it, and it'll have your name printed on a piece of paper on the front of the bag. So you just grab your book and hit the road. So it's totally contact free. So you keep your germs, we'll keep ours. Easy peasy. If you had pre-ordered a book to pick up at the Bead and Button show that was supposed to be happening right this very moment, then if you're local, we converted yours to a local pickup, and you got that email I was talking about telling you how to pick up your book. And if you are not local here in Tucson, then you'll be doing a shipment, and those will be coming later. We have a lot of books pre-ordered, so thank you everybody, but it will take more than one day to get these all packaged up and out, and we're going to be doing the pickups before we start doing the shipping. If you have ordered your book to be shipped, you don't have to do anything special. We will ship your book. If you have Facebook Live orders that we're shipping, we'll just go ahead and ship them together. And if you don't have a Facebook Live order, that's okay too. Then we will just, like I said, we'll ship the books. So let's see. You pre-ordered from Amazon. Well, if you pre-ordered from Amazon, you still have time to cancel your Amazon pre-order, and you could get one from me and I'll autograph it. Amazon is not going to have the books until the end of July. So autographed books are obviously from me directly, and first dibs on books come from me directly. So if you have pre-ordered your book, then you are good to go. We are not accepting any more pre-orders at this time because the books are now here. That's what pre-order means. You got to do it before the book gets here. So as soon as we have processed all of these pre-orders, we will put the link back up on our website so that you can order books from us. It'll probably take us about 2 weeks to get through everything. We're planning on having all of these shipped books shipped out by June 15th is our goal. So that's that. We're going to try to get through them as fast as we can. But it's a lot of books, and we still have the Facebook Lives too. And also, fun fact, the post office is running out of packing supplies. So we're trying to build up our stash of those. We have several hundred packing envelopes, packing boxes on order, and we keep placing orders for more packing materials from the post office, and they sometimes don't come. They don't come nearly as quickly as they used to. It used to be that you could place an order for flat rate boxes, and like 2 days later they would appear. Now sometimes it's 2 weeks, sometimes it's 3 weeks. So we'll see. I've been running around town trying to round up our shipping materials, but the post offices are largely out too. But I think we have enough, so we will be shipping out everything hopefully by the 15th is the plan to get everything out the door by the 15th if you ordered it with shipping. We're going to do our best to do it sooner. So that's that. Would you like to maybe see just like a little teaser of what's in the book? I think you might. I'm going to show you. So let's take a peek. So beaded kumihimo jewelry, 20 plus braided projects for the kumihimo disc. Scoot this up here. By Rebecca Ann Combs. That's me. All right, let's scoot this over here so you can see the book bigger. So flip it over. This is the all wound up. This is the funky caterpillar. Ooh, and what's this? Beauteous necklace here. This is the rock star. That's actually going to be tomorrow's Facebook Live project. This is really cool with the stone beads in the front, and it's modular. So you guys have had some previews of the modular concept with some of the kits we've been doing, the Under the Sea, the Pearl Diver, Day at the Beach, but the Rock Star is actually the first one I did with this concept. So that's going to be tomorrow's Facebook Live. So let's take a peek inside. So someone was asking me the other day on the Facebook Live, what necklace are you wearing? Why, it's this one right here. So we got all the projects are listed in here. And then what we did with the table of contents is we have some special skill building sections called out. Skill, how to use a bead spinner. Skill, how to do the peyote stitch end cap covers, understanding the braid structure, braiding around a core, working with bigger beads. So it's really easy to find what you're looking for in here. And this book is for braiders of all levels. So I got the introduction. If you've never done kumihimo before, you can totally start here. Make sure you read all this important stuff at the front. Don't just look at the pictures, read the words. I put a lot of work into the words. So to get you going, you're gonna jump right in with beads. Everything in here is beaded. So in my first book, Kumihimo Basics and Beyond, we started with some stuff that was just fiber focused, and we kind of hung out there for 6 or 7 projects, and then we went into beads. Beaded Kumihimo jewelry, we're jumping straight into the beads. So it is at a faster pace. If you are starting from scratch, really pay attention to these projects and make sure that you feel really comfortable with like the beaded rope. And look at those beautiful step-by-step photos. Beaded rope, and there's some troubleshooting in here. This is really important. It's important that if you get into an oopsie, that you can work yourself back out of that. So read through how to unbraid, how to figure out what's wrong, how to bind, how to get your end caps on. So, and then we're going to talk about color and how to blend beautiful color mixes. How to use a bead spinner, that's a super important skill. And then here's our rock star. Step by step, how to do peyote stitch end cap covers. I have some really close up photographs here of step by step how to do it, how to hold the beads in your hand so that it's easier to do. So peyote stitch is fiddliest on the very first row. But I'm going to show you how I hold it, how I wrap the thread around my fingers to keep the tension so that you can get it started and it's not a big deal. Page 36, page 37, read this. This is so awesome. This is going to help you understand the braid structure. You're just going to make this little sample piece with a couple different colors so that you can visualize how the beads move around on each warp in the project. And this explains my process for numbering the warps, why I number them the way they do, why that's so important. And then from here on out, we're into the more intermediate stuff. So if you're a beginner, make sure that you've like really gone over the projects in the first 30 pages before you get going. So this is the prestige collar. This is an embellished braid. So after you braid it up, you're going to do some bead stitching on the outside of that. And I have super detailed photos in here on how to get your knots, how to anchor your thread. And then, oh my gosh, I love this one. This is the opening night bracelet, where again, you're gonna be doing some embellishment. You're gonna join 2 braids together to make one awesome, amazing bracelet. And then Happy Camper, this is how to braid with Delicas. Delicas are actually really super easy to string because they have a relatively large hole for how big the bead is. So you can use a bead spinner and they string up really quickly and they make just a lovely, delicate braid. So in the Happy Camper, we're gonna play with bead soup and talk more about mixing colors. Got some color theory in here. And then more color theory. This is like the master study. This is my my forever project. I'm not gonna lie, it takes a really long time to braid with Delicas because they're tiny. They're super duper tiny. So this project took me well over a year. Not like 365 days of braiding, but I would just like braid a little bit, set it aside, braid a little bit, set it aside. That's why it's important to have more than one kumihimo disc so you can have projects like this, you know, just going on in the background. So the water lilies is all about blending your colors so that they just really smoothly fade into the other. And then check this out. You're actually joining 5 strands together and making this monster peyote stitch covered clasp. It's just the coolest thing ever. And what this does, it means that you can now make custom end caps for whatever you need. Now this is another troubleshooting section and talking about the concept of working with bigger beads, string theory, how do you choose what sort of stringing material do you need for your project. That's important stuff. And we're gonna start combining sizes of beads. Oh, this is the alchemy. I was wearing this the other day on one of our Facebook Lives and you guys were asking about that. Yes, we are totally going to have some kits of the alchemy coming up. Stay tuned. And let's see. Oh, here's another color of the alchemy. I'll wear that one sometime soon. It's so pretty in blue. Love that. And the Pip Party. This is a fun one. This is about braiding with different textures of beads. It's really cool. How to braid around a core and some different techniques for that. How to use your body as a core stand if you want. I think you guys have seen this one. This is the Sugar Rush. We did kits of the Sugar Rush back in March on Facebook Live. I just love this project. There's so much going on, so many different textures, so many colors. Love it. And we do have some of this metallic cord that we used on this one. Instead of using leather, it's really pretty like glittery cord. They sadly discontinued it after I made the project, which it happens, it does, but I do have a little stash of it. So stay tuned. We will have some kits that feature that really cool metallic cord. I've got some different colorways. So the Sugar Rush was the very first one I did where I had a braided modular section and then some sort of cording around the back. And I've really just like fallen in love with that concept since then. This is the layered lentils. These focal beads, these are Gollum Studios. My friend Vlad in Bulgaria makes these. I think they're really cool. They come in lots of different designs. Vlad, if you're watching, I have got something to say. Let's see if I can remember it. All right. Blogodovia. All right, that's it. That's my, it's thank you. That's thank you in Bulgarian. And it's the only word I can ever remember, even though every year at the gem show, he teaches me a new word. That's the only one I can remember. So here's the layered lentils, working with lentil beads. Lentil beads are kind of finicky. They're super slippery and they're rounded at the edges. So here you're going to learn how to strategically intersperse them with some seed beads. So it looks like you're only using lentils, but really you have some seed beads in there to give you some space and make it easier to work with. So that's that. Again, of course, super detailed photos. I have another lentil project. This is an Anna Bronze pendant in the front. I am trying to get in touch with them. Anna and Sklava live in Russia, and I've emailed them over the last, I don't know, it was maybe like 3-4 weeks ago now. I haven't heard back, so I'm not sure what's going on right now in Russia regarding the pandemic, so I don't know whether or not I'm going to be able to get this part in to make kits right this second, but I'm working on it. And then this is cool. All right, so the Funky Caterpillar. This is where you count out your beads. So every warp has a different stringing pattern, so that on the inside of the bracelet, you just have seed beads, and on the outside, you have Rizzos, which makes just a super awesome bracelet. So I got Funky Caterpillar here. And then this is the Infinite Waves. If you're here in Tucson, you might have taken this class with me. We're working on making kits of the Infinite Waves necklace. This is a Kim Fox focal clasp and cone there in bronze. Love that. That's one of my favorite clasps that Kim does. And so working around a core, how to wire a cone onto your braid. If you don't want to glue it, if you have a cone, you can actually wire it on. Maybe you want to change your mind later, so that's cool. How to control the tension on really heavy projects. This is the Riptide. I taught this at the gem show this year. This was a lot of fun. And again, this is another one that we're going to be working on making kits for, so stay tuned. We'll have that in a few different colors. And the Tsunami, similar concept. So this is like a collection. The Infinite Waves, the Riptide, which is graduated, and then the Tsunami, where it's graduating in and out, in and out, in and out. So it's a collection of pieces. And the All Wound Up, this is one where you're going to do some wire coiling with the head pins. We've talked about that on some of our Facebook Lives. And what that does is it opens up the possibilities. So you know that only certain beads really lend themselves well to kumihimo. So by wire wrapping them, you are manipulating the whole of the bead so that any bead is braidable. And that's pretty awesome. And I have a bunch of new things going on with this that I think you guys are really, really gonna like. And check this out, we're gonna turn the page. I know you've seen the All Wound Up before, but here is the Cosmic Dream. The Cosmic Dream, like the All Wound Up, you're wire wrapping your beads on head pins so that you can use them, but it's not on the satin cord. The entire project is beaded, and there's a super secret magic trick happening here in the center. So there's no core, and I'm not going to reveal the secret. You have to have something to read in the book. So take a look at that. That's the Cosmic Dream. And then this one, okay. You guys haven't seen this one yet. Even if you are local here in Tucson, I kept this one under wraps. I did not teach a class on this. I did not show it. This is the Candy Shop. And here you are making braided beads. So if you do any bead stitching, you're probably familiar with the concept of a beaded bead, where you stitch beads together to make a larger focal bead. Well, I wanted to see if you could do a braided bead, and you can. But these are some super duper humongous beads here. The biggest ones are 8mm, but they still have teeny tiny holes, which means we're working with micro superlon, and we definitely need a core. But we don't need the same size core in the whole project, right? In this section, we just need a teeny tiny core, and then we need a bigger core, a bigger core, a bigger. So what are we doing? What are we doing? We're doing the coolest thing ever. Beaded core. Yeah, you heard it here first. Beaded core. So cool. So cool. You guys are going to love this. So in the candy shop, you're doing a beaded core. And then one more. And of course, as always, super detailed step-by-step photos. And then the last one in here, this is a braided Splendor necklace. I taught this class a few times here at the shop, and I made everyone swear to secrecy that they wouldn't post photos of their project and they wouldn't tell anybody the secret sauce, which is beaded core. Because as far as I know, I have not seen anybody else out in bead world doing a beaded core, and I wanted it to be the big surprise for the book. So ta-da! Beaded core. And you guys are gonna love it. And then there's a gallery. My editor asked me to send just some pretty necklaces, just some inspiration pieces. So that's in there. And then, hey, about me, you know where to find me, designandadorn.com, and on my Facebook Lives, of course. And then, look, I wrote some other books too. Kumihimo Basics and Beyond, Kumihimo Jewelry Simplified. That's my book. And I'm really excited to get the book into your hands. So thank you everybody who pre-ordered. If you haven't pre-ordered yet, we will put just regular books on the website for you to order and have them shipped to you as soon as we're done processing the pre-orders. And that's that. Tune in tomorrow night for our Facebook Live shopping party. That's going to be at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. We're going to have Rockstar kits, and I posted a picture of this yesterday on our Facebook page. This is the convertible confetti. It's a one color. Comes in this rainbow confetti color. So I am having some kits of this in addition to the Rockstar tomorrow night. So thank you all so much. I am super excited, and now I'm going to run because Richard has a super special dinner at home waiting for me, and I have to be there in like 3 minutes. So luckily I live nearby. Bye!